So it's giving me some brief information about the exam, like the time limit, maximum mark, and so on. And if I start right now, it will give me the questions and the time for each question. So I have 2 minutes or 3 minutes to solve that question. Let's say this is my answer. I'm not sure if I'm answering right or wrong, but I'll try to answer some of the questions here. Of course, we have different types of questions. So you have the true false, you have the multiple choice, you have matching, you have hotspot, multiple types of questions. Probably this exam is all true false, as you can see. I'll skip the next questions and let's see when the teacher actually wants to monitor also what is going on during the exam solving. So actually they can check from their side. I can jump to the exams here in this course which is the math. If I jump to this exam, which is called well, I think the fraction one, yeah, and I can do live monitoring here. So when I go for the live monitoring, it will tell me who are the students who have submitted and who are the students who are still solving. So I can see one student solving right now, which is me. This is my demo account. So right now it is giving me the state. I'm solving the exam, and that's the time when I started exactly. And if I continue solving, let's say, if I continue solving this and that, we'll skip a few questions as well, and then submit. So now I submitted the exam, and as you see, I got the mark. I got only 2 out of 20, and I can also rate my experience here as well. And here's also a score or points which are added to my. I'll show you the score later, which we talked about the gamification process and so on. Let's see what happens from the teacher side at the same time. So here's the teacher checking the monitoring dashboard, and as you see, he can see that the student started the exam at that time, finished at that time, so he spent 1 minute and 42 seconds solving the exam, and he got 2 points out of the 20, and the state is now changed to submitted. More and more options are even there. Like if you choose to monitor the exam by camera, you can see the live cam of the student while they are solving, and also the live detection will detect if someone else is trying to solve the exam instead of the right student, or someone is trying to help him during the exam, and it will immediately block and will send the photo to the teacher. If the student, for example, tries to capture the exam by his mobile phone, again, it will take a screenshot of him and it will send it to the teacher, and it will mention that the student used the mobile phone while solving the exam. And a lot of fancy monitoring and proctoring stuff. So here's my grades. I can check them later. I can view the answers later and so on. So now I'm left with, again, 2 exams. That's something which is auto-generated because I didn't actually do well in the exam. I missed 18 points out of the 20. So the system itself generated another correction exam for me, which is called SmartMate. So that's kind of intelligence which is trying to support me. So if I open the SmartMate, it will include some questions tackling the challenges and the areas that I missed in the previous exam. The same way goes for the assignments and so on. One main thing here is that the score, like I'm gaining the score with every single action that I'm doing, with my engagement with the teachers. Like I solved an exam, as you have seen, I got 25 points, for example. I've seen videos, I've participated in discussion. So every activity is giving me points, and these points are added up to my score. And if I go to the scores page, it will show me this page, which is a dashboard that shows me my cards. So this is Classera cards, and I can see my points, how many points I got throughout the whole semester, and how many points so far during the journey with Classera. Even my section rank, and where is my position exactly? Like the students, all students start in the green zone. and then they move to the silver, gold, platinum, and diamond based on their performance. So that's something that motivates the students to do their best. Like if I see myself in the golden zone and I still have a little bit to do to move myself from the golden to platinum, I'll push it. I push hard and I'll try my best to get to the next level, which works actually throughout the whole journey. So if I start in the green, I'll try my best to do hard and move myself from the green to the silver, and then I get more motivation to move to the gold and so on. So the students always keep in this motivation cycle. Here I can see my score based on the courses and so on. I can see my score over the last 15 days, how it's getting up and down. I was doing good or bad and so on. And then I can see also the leaderboard, who are the top students, top teachers in my school, in my section, and so on. So it adds another layer of motivation. Like, okay, I can be recognized, and everyone know that I am one of the top 10 students in my class, or the top 10 students in my city or my school, and so on. Also, some of the features here that I can easily communicate with anyone in the community using the chat. I can send voice notes, as you see. I can send text. Hi there. How are you doing today? I can see it's a full-featured chat service similar to WhatsApp. I can share even attachments. I can share voice notes, photos, videos, and so on. You can even create groups. So it's a full collaborative chat tool that makes the communication much easier. So you can see my groups here, and here I can reach out individually to anyone. So that's part of the engagement and collaboration as well. Of course, we do have also libraries, digital libraries, which with millions of resources. Like if I access the public library here, I'll get access to a lot of educational resources where I can see enrichment material in whatever subject. I can search for something like quadratic equations. Let's say I can't understand it. I need more resources than that. So you can directly search the library and get, okay, all the materials related to that topic, and you can directly get into the material and open the video, see it, rate it, and so on. So that's part of the community participation as well. And also we do have even more libraries from our partners. We do have interactive materials and so on. As you can see, the list here for the students is too long. There are a lot of options: certificates, for example, managing my profile, e-portfolio, uploading my achievements, researches, participating in contests. A lot of features here. Probably the time is short to go through all of them. Of course, checking my attendance records and so on. So I'll jump quickly to the other accounts to see some of the features in the teacher and administrator account as well, or the main principal, let's say, so that we get an overview of the main accounts. By the way, the Classera provides more than 23 different user roles, 23 different account types, let's say. So it's huge. We are just seeing a few features of a few accounts, which are the students, and here's the teacher. I'll show you the main dashboard for the teacher, and then we will move to the administration. So for the teacher account, as you can see, he can directly see the courses that he's teaching right now. So he is teaching math course for grade 5. So he can easily manage the course from here. Like I have the main items and some sub items in the following page as well. So the main thing is managing the content. So when I manage the content, I'll get into the course syllabus page, which actually shows all the lessons over here. So I have one lesson called circle and circle circumference. For example, I can see the video lectures uploaded, the rating I got from my students. So the first video I got 5 out of 5 rating. But I got a fewer engagement from the students. I got only 17% engagement. The second one, I got 100% engagement, but a fewer, or let's say a fewer stars, 3 out of 5. The course materials, I can check them. I can upload material easily here, so I can add another video lecture. Simply, I can put the title, like integration by part, and I can easily get any content here. For example, so now I'm searching for any lesson about that topic, and I can get that video here and easily say, okay, I'm sharing this from YouTube. Of course, you can upload it from your device as well, or you can share it from Vimeo. So we have different options. And I want to publish it now to the students, and that's it. Publish it to my section, which is 5A. So now I uploaded a new video to that lesson, which is integration by part. So you can see it here, and you can see that it has 0 engagement from the students yet. Once the students start engaging with that, so if I go to the student page, I'll find a new video here, which is it's not added here. Maybe that's not in the same class. Anyway, yeah, probably a different student. So you can see the content. You can edit the content from here immediately. So you can go to the statistics and see who has seen it and so on. You can also run live sessions, which is a great feature in Classera. So I can add a new live classroom with Microsoft Teams, for example, which is the same tool we're using right now. So you can join a live session with your students on Microsoft Teams, or also with IQ, which is another solution for virtual classrooms. And I can just write live session and say, for example, that's for the same class here. I would like this session to be tomorrow at that time, and so on. And then once you finish all of that, the students will get the notification, and you can get into a live session with the students where you can give a full lecture, which is similar to Zoom or whatever, similar to the meeting that we have right now. So that's also for managing the live sessions as well. A lot of statistics reports are there, so the teachers can get detailed reports about the exams. Let's see one of them. So if I go back to my course here, I'll jump to the statistics of this exam, for example. So I have here statistics, yeah. So when you go to the statistics, you will see a total number of examinees, how many students have taken this exam, what was the maximum grade, the lower grade, the range between them, the number of questions, what was the easiest question in your exam, the hardest one, a lot of statistics, the mode, mean, median, variance, standard deviation, standard of error, and so on. You can also get detailed analytics of each question. So what were the correct answers, what was the easiness level. So that was so easy, it was 100% easiness percentage, that was 50%, and so on. And it varies like based on the answers from the students. You can also get into deeper and deeper analytics through these reports here. So you can go into criteria analysis, for example. You can go into exam efficiency. You can go into course objective analysis, and I hope you have assigned the objectives. So here you can see, for example, how efficient was the exam itself, was it acceptable or not, what were the questions in the acceptance rate, acceptable rate and or zone, and unacceptable zone. You can see here in the criteria analysis what are the different criteria of the exam, and I can show the table, for example. You can see the percentage of achievement for each criteria. Let's say here, yeah. So we can also see this like in charts. We can see it in column, let's say, and compare the different questions together, compare different schools together, and so on, and see who are performing better than the others, and so on. So you can see the different questions related to different criteria, and which questions or criteria are achieved higher than the others. So a lot of deep analytics here. You can go into results analysis, course objectives, standard achievement, Let's check the standard achievement, for example. This should also give me all the standards here and the percentage of each. Like this one, I got 70% completion from all the students, and then I can get individual students. Like I have Nick, I have Sarah, who taken this exam, and I can see for each one which standard they are achieving and which standard they are failing in. So Sarah, for example, failed in the second standard. She got only 10%. Nick was a bit better. He got 60%, but still he's weak. They both got, Nick got good grades in the first and third standard, but he also got 60% only in the second one. So here the SmartMate starts working. SmartMate, as we said, the adaptive learning engine, will start giving to Sarah and Nick more exercises, more content to tackle the challenges they have in these standards. Probably it will pass this one for Nick. 90% is okay. So I'll not give Nick any more questions in that, but I'll try to work with him on the second step, which is generating to numerical whatever. So, so that's part of the analytics and how deep it is for the teachers and for the school management to really track the performance of the students. Let's go and jump quickly to the administration side, so that you can also see how it looks like from the ministry side. How are we managing all of that? How are we visualizing the results from the whole community? So this is the dashboard that shows the total number of users and some general statistics about the content shared, about the interactions, like how many messages have been exchanged so far. So we have 13 million messages, how many answers for the questions, how many attachments uploaded, online assignments, submissions, and so on. And you can see that we have like 4,000 people online right now in your schools, in your organization, your ministry. So you'll see the statistics and categorized by user role. So here are, most of them are students, 3,500 are students, and then teachers, and so on. You can also see the page views right now. You can see the attendance dashboard as well, which is, let's say, the bird's eye view of the attendance over the week. So from all the schools, we have got like 117 absences on Monday and 159 absences on Tuesday. But if you'd like to get into more details, you can just press the plus button here. It will give you every individual school and how many absences in that. You can also know who are the top students and top teachers across the whole group, across the whole ministry. So you can also track and see who are those outstanding students and teachers. The top schools participating with you, and more statistics over here. You can also get into deeper details in reporting by getting into the management reports, for example. So that will give you even more and more reports that you can generate, like we have the school general report, teacher general report, students, and so on. And if we go there, there are a lot of options where you can select a period, let's say 1 week, and get a report for selected schools over that period. So it will show you details about the number of courses in these schools, number of teachers, how is the percentage of teacher login, percentage of students login, student participation with their teachers, and it will then rank these schools for you. So it will tell you that this school was the top one, and then the second, and so on. Please stop me at any time if you don't have any questions. That was a very quick demo. There are a lot of options here, especially for the admin. You can see more than 100 options, 100 items with thousands of options in here. So we're just giving glimpse over the main functionalities. And I'll be glad to answer any of your questions if you have any question here. I hope that was clear.